must admit. Right?
Right.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
All right, it's time for the 404 Club, and we have your nominations prepared for you somewhere.
Did we?
Let's
that I'm
plug
thinking
it.
about
People can put in nominations,
You
right?
can put in your nominations.
Send us an email.
Yep.
I was just thinking we never checked last week's.
Did we never announce the winner?
I don't think we announced the winner. No.
Oh, man.
It was the butt nugget smuggler.
It was the butt nugget smuggler.
Oh,
Gosh,
okay.
way to make it completely
Anticlimactic. Oh, it was that one.
We had to do a drum roll or something. I don't know.
No, don't hit it, Kyle.
It was the butt nugget smuggler.
Why is everything in this web browser opening like gigantic? There's something screwy happening here in the world. This has been happening to me all night.
It keeps getting bigger.
It's the Matrix. It's fighting back.
I have no idea what. I don't even care.
Against what? We're not doing
We
anything.
already announced the winner.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The butt nugget smuggler was our winner.
All right, here's your first nomination.
We got thumbs up over here.
This comes from KMTV. This is local. It says.
Well, it happened in Scranton.
Oh,
PA.
but it happened in Pennsylvania. Okay. It was just on our local news. It says here that a man arrested with 110 bags of heroin in in-body cavity. They're not specifying which cavity.
Could have
but-
been multiple, right?
No, they
probably one.
specify.
Yeah.
They say that a drug-dealing
single
suspect
cavity.
was found hiding 110 small bags of heroin in his buttocks. They say that the 32-year-old Carbondale resident, Carbondale, if you watched The Office, you'd be familiar with that. That's where they looked for sweet potatoes. He was arrested Thursday
Fun
in
fact.
another town that you would recognize and be familiar with if you watched
Scranton?
The Office. Scranton. The police conducted an undercover drug buy.
It's also what you say to a stray cat that's been eating your cheese.
Right.
Scranton.
Scranton. So they
It's
they said that they found other drugs when they searched Davis after his arrest.
in his tooth cavities.
In his teeth cavities.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's where he keeps his Novocaine.
Yeah.
It wasn't 110 pounds. It was
No,
110 bags. Yeah.
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 Which
They're little bags, dime bags.
kind of like the on Narcos when they send them in with
Is
made the ladies swallow bags of cocaine
Okay,
to
yeah.
smuggle it into the U.S.
Yeah, that's true. That's our first nomination.
That's our first nomination.
Okay, so
We'll just call him
butt drugs.
110 butt drugs.
110 butt drugs.
It's like an address. That's where my dealer lives. Just meet him over at 110 butt drugs. So this next story comes from theguardian.com. It says Rodrigo Hitler vows to kill 3 million drug addicts and likens himself to Hitler.
Yeah, this guy's just nuts. Are we
This is
able to play the
Philippines
video,
president.
or is it one that we should avoid?
I don't know.
Hitler massacred 3
Oh.
million Jews.
Yes, he did.
Now, there is 3 million, there's a 3 million drug addicts. There are.
That was nice. They corrected his grammar in the subtitles.
I'd be happy to slaughter them.
Oh my gosh!
Jeez.
At least, if Germany had Hitler, the Philippines would have. But, my victims, I would like to be all criminals
I'd like all my
Finish
victims
the
to be
problem.
criminals.
Finished.
of my country and save the next generation from perdition.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's some
Grief!
dark stuff right there. This dude's like,
So the
Well, you don't
Philippine
choose to be Jewish. You do kind of choose to be a drug dealer.
Jeremy's siding with this guy already. Rodrigo 2016.
Jeez.
Well, yeah,
I mean, he made a bad reference, obviously.
yeah, he's just saying I want to be the good, like a good version of Hitler.
Yeah.
Is what he's trying to say.
He just killed the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Sure.
I would just like to fact check. Hitler killed 6 million Jews, not 3 million.
Oh, but he
Yeah.
just wants to kill 3 million drug addicts, and he's just like,
Well, yeah, sure.
Right. Right.
It was lost in translation, the math equation.
Yeah. I mean, this seems like this is way aggressive. I mean, if he was talking about drug dealers, maybe. But I mean,
Kyle's okay with it. But I mean,
I mean,
the addicts
maybe,
themselves.
maybe
Yeah.
that still seems like that's a little too far to just. I'm just gonna murder them all.
Crazy Legs has an idea that might just, maybe if he just bought them more drugs, they would end up killing themselves.
That's a good
like that's
point.
pretty dark and messed up. But hey,
That is pretty
yeah.
dark and messed
I
up.
thought it was interesting when he said, "I would like all my victims
yeah, if they're
to
not,
be,
I mean,
if they're to be drug addicts." That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping that's just
If just-
lost.
But
in
I'm gonna
translation.
get 3 million
Yeah.
one way or the
I
other.
hope that I'm
I
right.
took it as I would like my victims to be all criminals.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
wants
that's
all
funny.
criminals. To
All right,
be
so I
So
think
Trevor, we're
I
gonna
think
call
this
this
one's-
guy El Presidente.
I was thinking Rodrigo Hitler maybe would be good.
Oh, I had Hitler of the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know. We can go Rodrigo Hitler. If
I
you
don't
like.
care either way. Whatever's fine. Whatever. I don't remember what Kyle's was. Maybe his
Mine was
better.
El Presidente.
That makes no sense.
That's
He is the president.
Oh, okay, sure, it does make sense. This next story comes from Green Bay Press Gazette. It says police. I always get confused when they say this is a police. This is a police report.
Police.
I'm gonna stop reading the police colon.
Police colon.
Police colon. Man stole
Cleanse.
cars to impress son. That's what
Well,
you
what
do.
just happened to my?
That's what. That's
What?
A man stole cars to impress
Yeah,
son.
this is great.
Oh, more than one. Oh, good.
This sounds like the real
Yeah.
version
Yeah.
of
So-
of
This is
like
amazing.
of one of those movies where they're just like of a comical movie of a father trying to get in touch with his long lost son.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. I think that was called, what was that Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg movie? Bad Son, Good Dad, Bad
I don't know.
Dad's Back in Town. I don't know. It's this.
See, I was thinking it sounded like a side quest in a video game. You have to impress your son by getting a car. It doesn't matter how you get it.
Yeah.
You can just
That
steal
does
it.
sound like it.
Let's get the story here.
Yeah.
Police say that a 44-year-old man told investigators he stole more than a dozen cars from dealerships and auto
Baker's dozen.
detailing shops to gain the respect of his meth-addicted son. He said that
To gain his respect.
Yeah.
Right. He committed the thefts out of desperation to impress his 16-year-old son, whom Dart said is addicted to methamphetamines, admires people who live the thug life, and would no longer talk to his father. He said he created an alter ego for himself that
Heisenberg.
committed crimes so that his son would start talking to him again.
That's
Forget everything else we've said. This is the Netflix show.
Yeah. This is a pretty good Netflix
We
show.
got several shows that we're working on.
What
here.
if maybe the pigeon has a meth addict for a son?
and he becomes
And
a
then the
spy
pigeon
in
gets
order
wo-
to impress.
Then the pigeon gets
involved in
waterboarded.
politics to impress his son by being thugged.
And after the
gets
pigeon
waterboarded
gets
by
waterboarded
by a
Matthew.
hurricane?
Yeah, by Hurricane Matthew.
Oh man.
Then he realized that his son thinks he's lame, and so he has to steal cars to impress his son. Anyways, so this guy, what happened to him? He went to jail, I take it?
Yeah, he stole
Him and his
13
son got
vehicles
arrested.
worth $250,000. Said more vehicles could be added to the complaint since they discovered several unidentified cars' keys in his brother's possession.
Wow. Wow.
Jeez.
Well, that's pretty
Wow.
rough. What are we calling this guy?
I'm struggling. I don't
Best
know.
dad ever.
Best dad
Crazy
ever.
says.
Respect me.
Crazy says the only excuse for stealing a car is to impress girls, not your disappointment of a son.
How about
Desperate dad.
meth dad?
Just
Meth
like
for
you
it.
criminals. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so stuck with this one.
Too fast, too furious.
Crazy says I would only steal a truck to make a hot tub in the bed and fill it with large
Plus-sized
girls.
women.
Yeah.
Jeez, crazy.
He meant he spelled it wrong. PH fat. Like,
Fat, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's going to affect the pH balance of that hot tub.
Just put in meth dad.
yeah, meth dad.
It doesn't have to be that.
Grand theft meth dad. That's what Gracie said.
Grand Theft Meth Dad. Thank you,
That's
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's
good.
that's good.
Glad
we
we
know
waited.
we know that you worked and you missed the first part of the show, but we're
Yeah.
glad that you showed up because we needed you
Here's
the
what
most
it
there.
was.
Yep.
When he joined, the internet broke.
Yeah,
Crazy
that's
broke the
that's
internet.
who we blame. It's all Crazy's
he
fault.
hijacked it. That's what happens when you're crazy. All right, this next story comes from Coin.com. I'm sure that's their actual call letters of the station, but I'd rather call them Coin. .com. It says
It would be great if they did that, and then it had like the Mario like coin sound.
So it says here, Gresham teen girls use stun gun to steal pizza delivery.
Yeah, a teenage girl and 3 of her friends attacked the police.
The pizza delivery.
The pizza delivery man.
Pizza.
The
pizza.
Yes, they attacked the pizza delivery man at Gresham Apartments complex, which sounds like is somewhere in Portland, Oregon. The police say that Pizza Hut delivery driver was attacked by 4 girls, 3 of whom are 17 years old and 1 of whom is 18, who used a stun gun to shock him from behind. He dropped the pizza and went back to his car uninjured. The girls took off with the pizza, but officers used a canine to find them in a unit in the complex.
Go find the
they
pizza.
found Pizza Hut boxes and a stun gun. Police say the girls were the ones who had originally ordered the pizza, but told the driver the wrong address and set him up to go to the wrong place.
Jeez.
So they didn't have any money, but they had a stun gun.
What a stupid crime to do.
I know, right?
Yeah, do it at some other apartment complex,
Well,
and the dog can't find you.
Not to mention, did they honestly think they were going to get away with this?
Yes.
Of course they did.
That's why they did it.
They gave him the
Idiots.
wrong address. Of course they were going to get away.
Oh,
with it.
Yeah.
If they think about it,
perfect sense.
Trevor, if they already ate the pizza, they did get away with it.
That's kind of true.
They did get away with
They're going
it.
to
I mean,
pay a lot more than $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
well, sure. But they did get that pizza for free.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this is what do we call this? Stun gun pizza? Stun gun pizza girls.
I like stun gun pizza.
Okay, that's fine. All right, we're going to get that poll up there, and you make sure y'all go and vote, you hear? All right? You hear? All right.
Okay.
We'll try to get that video up too, so
If
you can
you
watch
don't
it later.
vote, someone else makes the decision for you.
Pepperoni stunneroni is what
Yeah.
Gracie
Pepperoni
likes.
stunneroni. Did you already post it?
Nope.
I tell
That's
you,
it.
Switching it up. All
Thank
right.
you, Crazy.
but I tell you
That's better.
guys,
That's better.
any vote for the first one, or not for the first one, is a vote for the second one, and any vote.
No, stop it.
the
Okay, just
second
stop
one
being
is not
political. All
a
right,
vote
we're
for-
done.
Just
We're-
shut up.
But the third one doesn't count because